Lower, standing on the edge of his dugout in a black top with a black coat over the top. Looking very smart. As Fran Garcia is just caught there by Johnny Cardozo. Now there's an opportunity for Real Madrid to break forward. Down the left side with Brahim Diaz. Lovely feet by Brahim Diaz. Delivery goes in. Cleared away by Atletico Madrid, but not far. It's still with Fran Garcia. Able to nutmeg Marcos Llorente, but I think the assistant referee on this near side has just risen his flag to indicate that there was a Real Madrid player caught in an offside position. Let's see it again. Oh yeah, it came off the touch of Federico Valverde, and Fran Garcia was quite clearly offside. It's ball down the right side now. Here is Marcos Llorente. Llorente plays it inside. Here is Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann slips. Atletico Madrid with it. But Real Madrid will take advantage. They'll come down the left side. It's with Fran Garcia. Garcia will play it back to Vinicius Jr. Here is Vinicius Jr. who can run it. The Atletico Madrid defence. He goes down inside the box asking for a penalty. The ball will be pulled back for Carvajal, and that's a great save by João Musso. Down to his right side. The goalkeeper in all black with a really good stop, and then Real Madrid will cross it in, and it will be headed away. Back out on the left side now. Comes inside to Thiago Pitarch. Pitarch back to Dean Howson. The first opportunity of the game came to Real Madrid. It was Vinicius Jr. looking really good down on the left hand side as he was caught, and then apparently the referee didn't believe it was a foul, so it worked its way all the way back to the captain today, Dani Carvajal, who came onto it. Good strike at goal, but decent stop by João Musso going down to his right side. As the ball comes back to Dean Howson. Howson will give it to Antonio Rudiger. There is Antonio Rudiger on it. It's going to go all the way back to Andre Lunin. Lunin on the ball. And we'll play it out to the left side. Vinicius Jr. will get on it. He'll switch it out to the right flank. Here is Dani Carvajal. Goes inside. Now with Brahim Diaz. He's able to nutmeg David Hansco, but Hansco deals well with it. And there is Atletico Madrid back on the ball with Matteo Ruggeri. Ruggeri sends it down the line. And he'll send it to where Thiago Pitarch is. And he'll go all the way back to Dean Howson. Dean Howson will give it up towards Arda Güler, but he is tackled. So let's have a little look. Was Vinicius Jr. fouled? Well, if he was fouled, it was on outside the box. It was Robin Lelamond who was the closest to it. To me, it looks like Vinicius Jr. just chucked himself to the ground more than anything. So here, Real Madrid on it. Aurelien Tchouameni dictating play. We'll play a 1-2 with Arda Güler. Now goes up towards Brahim Diaz. Back into Arda Güler. Now Vinicius Jr. out on the left side. Vinicius Jr. will just play it back. Dean Howson. So into Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger comes out to Federico Valverde. Valverde will give it to Dani Carvajal. Now it's Dean Howson. Will clip it over the top. Be headed away. And now Atletico Madrid could come forward with Marcos Llorente. Marcos Llorente on the ball for Atletico. Finds Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann goes down, holding his foot. Thinks he's injured, but clearly not. And now Real Madrid can send it down the left side for Vinicius Jr. to go chase him. That's excellent defending by Marcos Llorente, who is the closest to him. And Llorente will just slide it through to his goalkeeper, João Musso. This ball clipped over the top. There was the goalkeeper who was able to prevent the effort from going in, diving to his right side, pushed it away from goal. And it's Atletico Madrid with it. It's going to go all the way back to Robin Lelamond. Robin Lelamond on it. He goes into the midfield where Johnny Cardoso is, and Cardoso comes forward with the ball. He can go out to the right side now. Cardoso will play a 1-2 with the defender down there. It's Matteo Ruggieri, comes out to the right side now where Marcus Llorente is. Ball's clipped over the top, but the former Bournemouth man, Dean Howson, is there and he will head it away. The ball come all the way back to Howson. Howson will send it across to Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger on the right side. He'll carry it forward. Play a 1-2 with Arda Güler, who's just buzzing around. Looks like he's about everywhere on the pitch. Ball comes back to Aurelien Tchouameni. Tchouameni out to the left side with Vinicius Junior. Who's trying to switch it out to the right flank. It's going to be headed away by Atletico Madrid though. It's Ruggieri. Ruggieri back to Marcus Llorente now. Llorente gives it to Robin Lallemand. Robin Lallemand plays it forward. Now it's Ademola Lookman. Lookman carries it up off the left side. Inside the box now is Lookman. Dazzling feet. Takes it past Rudiger. Griezmann tries to keep it alive. And I think Antoine Griezmann has got the final touch on it as it will run out for a goal kick for Real Madrid. Koke, the Atletico Madrid captain, speaking to the referee down there. I think he thinks that perhaps there was a foul on Ademola Lookman, as he was just trying to dribble through the Real Madrid defence, but I think they did well not to make any contact, did Dani Carvajal and Antonio Rudiger. So here is Rudiger on it. Rudiger to the right side. Play a 1-2, now comes into Aurelien Tchouameni. Tchouameni comes forward. Tchouameni gives it to Federico Valverde, who's inside the box now. Valverde with the effort, and it bounces off the inside of the post and back out for Atletico Madrid to come forward. Here is Antoine Griezmann. We'll give it to Julian Alvarez. Good tackle going in by Real Madrid. Dani Carvajal just getting in and plays it inside to Thiago Pittage. Vinicius Junior will give it away. But Real Madrid with the first real two opportunities of the game, and that was excellent from Federico Valverde coming down the right side, hitting it off the inside of the post. Really good attacking play by him. But as I say, just hit the inside of the post and he will be desperately disappointed as Real Madrid come forward now with Antoine Griezmann. Finds Marcus Llorente. Oh, it's a save by Andre Lunin. And then at the final second, Lunin was able to stop it from going over the line. Really good attacking play by the Atletico Madrid fullback Marcus Llorente, who has stayed down on the ground. Perhaps he's being injured here. He got his shot away, and it's the first real question that's been asked of Andrea Lunin. He does well, and he did well to react because his first touch was just sizzling over the line, but he was able to get a hold of it. Was the Ukrainian shot stopper. On a day where fullbacks have really shone. In the EFL Cup final in England, Nico O'Reilly with a brace. Mateus Nunes assisting him with one of those goals. It was nearly Atletico Madrid's fullback Marcus Llorente who opened the scoring for them, but he was denied by Andre Lunin. Thibaut Courtois is up in the stands today, watching on. Will be very frustrated to not be playing today. As a key player for Real Madrid is Courtois. Started all 28 games this season. Lunin yet to play a game until today. Of course, this is the fourth Champions League, La Liga game, shall I say, of the day. Barcelona won earlier on. It was Ronald Araujo with the only goal of the game in that contest, which has put Barcelona 7 points at the top of the table. Real Madrid will be looking to close that back down to 4 points. It's an absolute thriller between Celta Vigo and Deportivo Alaves Celta Vigo coming back from Europa League action. It was a thrilling first half, of which actually the host Celta Vigo took a 3-0 lead, courtesy of Ferran Jucla, Hugo Alvarez and Ferran Jucla once again. So Celta Vigo thought that they were going into break 3-0 up before Tony Martinez scored just before the half-time whistle. Then Angel Perez, Tony Martinez once again, and Adamaran Rabach won the game for Alaves in what was a huge result, because Celta Vigo will remain 6th in the league. Alaves were able to climb out of the relegation zone. Real Betis were unable to take advantage of Celta Vigo losing, as they lost 2-1 away to Athletic Bilbao. It was Daniel Vivian and Oyan Sanchez that gave them the lead before Pablo Fornals got what turned out to be a mere consolation. So Athletic Bilbao move just 6 points short of Real Betis, who are currently 5th in the Europa League spots. Athletic Bilbao 9th in the league. Back here at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid 2nd and 3rd in the league. It's Vinicius Jr. who can hold on to the ball for Real Madrid. Tries to pull it back, it'll be blocked off. Does come back to Arda Güler, will give it to Fran Garcia out on the left side. Fran Garcia to Brahim Diaz. Now Brahim Diaz on it. Goes out to the right side. There is Dani Carvajal. Carvajal all the way back. Now it's Real Madrid with it. Now it's Tchouameni. Goes out to the left flank. Vinicius Jr. to Fran Garcia. Fran Garcia back to Thiago Pitage. Will come all the way back to Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger will give it into Pitage. He will come all the way back. Now Rudiger, former Chelsea man, on the ball. And then it will be clipped out to the right side to Dani Carvajal. Carvajal will clip it to the edge of the box, met by Arda Güler. And Arda Güler's effort hits it into the ground and goes wide of the goal. Not a bad effort at all. It came out to Güler, but it will go over the top now. It's going to be headed on to Ademola Lookman. Lookman will try and take on Dani Carvajal. Carvajal to Ademola Lookman. There's a Lookman into Koke in the middle. Koke with it. Up to the right side. Now to Julian Alvarez. Good tackle going in by Antonio Rudiger. Now it's Real Madrid with it. Opportunity perhaps for them to break away. Go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Andrea Lunin. He's Lunin on the ball. Lunin will send it out to the left side. Now Dean Howson. Dean Howson on the ball. Sends it out to the left flank. Come back now into a defensive position. Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger will take his time, looking to get the ball out of his feet. We'll send it across. Now it's back with Howson. Howson, the step up that he has made has been absolutely outstanding, making his 19th La Liga start tonight, Howson, and he was fantastic in the Premier League for Bournemouth last season, but I don't think many people have expected him to slot in to the Real Madrid side so easily since his 55 million move in the summer. Real Madrid have got it with Fran Garcia. Garcia on it. Now Aurelien Tchouameni. Tchouameni out to the left flank. Here is Thiago Pitage. Pitage played inside. Now it's Atletico Madrid with Julian Alvarez. Alvarez will give it to Ademola Lookman. Lookman into Koke, to Ruggieri. Ruggieri out to the right flank with Marcus Llorente. Llorente comes back to the defender Robin Lelamond. Now to Koke. Koke to Johnny Cardoza. Cardoza on the ball. We'll give it to Griezmann. Griezmann across to Julian Alvarez. There is Matteo Ruggieri. Goes out to Ademola Lookman. Lookman will play it back to Alvarez. Now Koke. Koke about 35 yards out. Now it's with Matteo Ruggieri. Ruggieri on the ball. Will be delivered in. Now it's Atletico Madrid on it. It's going to be clipped out to the right side. It's going to be knocked out. It will be a throw down there. Best opportunities of the game so far have come for both sides. Dani Carvajal with the strike for Real Madrid, and it was Atletico Madrid's right full-back, Marcus Llorente, with their best opportunity, but Andre Lunin made a good stop down to his left side. A really good stop as Dean Howson has got it. He will give it to Fran Garcia. And Garcia back to Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger on the ball. Give it to Andre Lunin. There's Lunin on it, but though the referee stopped the game, and I think he is still in. Marcus Llorente is going to make his way off the pitch. I'm not sure what for. So he's telling Llorente he has to come off for some reason. I'm not sure whether he has to be checked out by the medical staff. I'm trying to work out. Maybe a bit of blood on his head. All came from that shot beforehand when he landed on the back of his head. So let's go Madrid with just 10 men on the pitch now. Now it's Real Madrid on it. We'll come back to Antonio Rudiger now. Antonio Rudiger will bounce it all the way back to Dean Howson. Here is Howson on the ball for Real Madrid. We'll come back to Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger to Dani Carvajal. Carvajal inside. Here is Arda Güler. Comes all the way back to Antonio Rudiger. Diego Simeone seems frustrated that Marcus Llorente can't come straight back on. He has now been invited back on, and Vinicius Junior is going to take advantage of that gap being opened up on that right side of the Atletico defence, but can't quite get past all of the Atletico players surrounding him. And it does run out for what will be a goal kick. Maybe I'm doing a bit of a disservice to Federico Valverde, actually, because he also had an excellent opportunity down the right side, which he entered the box and then hit it off the inside of the woodwork. We were unable to convert that opportunity, but Real Madrid perhaps looking the better of the two teams here in the opening 20 minutes as it remains goalless. Here is Thiago Pitage. We'll play it inside. Now it's back with Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger on it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's tackled. Now Julian Alvarez will try and lob Andre Lunin, but the referee has spotted a foul. He's just trying to calm matters down because there's a load of Atletico Madrid players not happy down there. So it will be a free kick for them. Marcos Llorente is back on. So I think there was just a bit of blood on the top of Marcos Llorente's head. 67% of the ball, though, or below his side of hand. As the ball comes out to Tchouaméni, he can control it on his chest. His shot is blocked off by the Atletico captain, Koke. So it's going to be a corner to come in here for Los Blancos. And Llorente seemingly has taken some sort of injection off the pitch. Medical staff has made its way over to behind the goal, so Llorente can get back into Marc Tchouaméni. As Arda Güler sends a left-footed delivery in. Oh, there's plenty of space at the far post. It's cleared away by Atletico Madrid. And then it is eventually kicked out, and it will be a throw for Real. The referee, Jose Luis Munera Montero, is just trying to calm things down, saying they are checking to see if there's a potential penalty, because Vinicius Junior is claiming that Giuliano Simeone has handled the ball. No, I'm not sure he could do much about that. His elbow's into his body. It's just been hit at him from about half a yard out. And the referee, Jose Luis Munera Montero, the 41-year-old official, has confirmed that there was no penalty there. Here is Real Madrid on it. Arda Güler goes to Antonio Rudiger. Comes all the way back to Andre Lunin. Lunin to the left side with Dean Howson. Dean Howson will send it down the left flank. It's coming all the way back to Atletico Madrid on the ball now, though. It's Robin Lelamond. Gives it to David Hansko. There is Hansko on it. And he'll go back to the goalkeeper, Joan Musso. Musso on it. Plays it forward. And now out to the left side. There is Real Madrid with it. Now it's Real Madrid with the effort. And it does go over the bar wide of the goal. So it'll be a goal kick for Joan Musso to come over and take. So long ball goes over the top. And now it's Real Madrid with the ball down the left flank. And it will be blocked out by Atletico Madrid. So it comes back to Dean Howson. Now Dean Howson will give it to Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger on the ball. Gives it to Howson. Comes back into Arda Güler. Now it's Thiago Pitarch. Send it out to the left side. Now Howson back with it. All the Atletico players behind the ball at the moment. Dean Howson's trying to find a way to break down this resolute Atletico Madrid team. So Antonio Rudiger across to the left side. Now Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will give it into the middle. Now it's Arda Güler to Thiago Pitarch. Vinicius Junior is on paper down as a striker, but he hangs out so far on the left side. It comes into Valverde. He thought about the shot, but he's tackled. And it's back with David Hansko. David Hansko on it. And then they'll send it down the left side, but there is Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger with it. Rudiger will give it to Valverde. Now Carvajal. Carvajal inside. Up to the left flank with Fran Garcia. Fran Garcia will switch out to the right flank. Now it comes inside. Now they're back with it. Now there in the middle. Now it's Real Madrid on the ball. Here is Rudiger. Gives it into Brahim Diaz. So Real Madrid with it. Back across. Goes back to Andrea Lunin. Lunin on the ball. Lunin will give it to Rudiger. Rudiger taking his time. Looking around for where he can play the ball to. Just play it across. Now it's Lunin. Lunin will give it to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni will switch it out to the left flank. Left flank, it's headed away. There is Vinicius Junior, who's dribbling forward. He's caught by an Atletico Madrid man. It will be a free kick, and he is going to give his first booking of the game. Is Jose Luis Monera Montero, and it's Giuliano Simeone, the son, of course, of Diego Simeone, who goes into the referee's notepad. Although, actually, no, he's given it to Johnny Cardoza. I do apologise. It's Johnny Cardoza who's picked up the yellow card. The man who formerly played under Manuel Pellegrini at Real Betis before signing here for £21 million. He is hoping to be starting for Mauricio Pochettino's USA side during this summer's World Cup. Here's Johnny, and he will miss the next match because of an accumulation of yellow cards. So it's going to be a free kick for Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid just organising a wall. So it's Johnny, Hansco, Ruggieri, and looks like Antoine Griezmann, who's made his way over. All stood in the wall at the moment. As Vinicius Junior is preparing just to lay it off for Federico Valverde. He sends in an effort, hits the wall, and ends up in the hands of Joan Musso. And the sting of the shot was just taken out of it as the ball goes over the top. It's Giuliano Simeone who goes down, claiming that he was caught by Dani Carvajal. Oh, he's landed really awkwardly. There's Giuliano Simeone. Seems a little sore down there. Carvajal has remained down on the ground as well. So we'll be hoping that he will be okay. So just beforehand it was Valverde's effort, which I think he came off the foot of Antoine Griezmann, which just actually in fact helped it on its way towards the goalkeeper Joan Musso, who is stepping in, of course, for Jan Oblak, who is currently out injured. There'll be a stoppage here. As Giuliano Simeone is back up onto his feet, half an hour into the game. So he's gone up for the header. Seems to be fouled before Dani Carvajal came for it. He went down before that touch came. I think he went down as Fran Garcia came from behind. So ball in behind towards Federico Valverde, but it will run through to the goalkeeper Joan Musso, which is able to come out and collect it. He'll roll it out to Robin Lelamond. Atletico Madrid on the ball. Goes to the right flank. Marcus Llorente is pushed up. Now they're in the middle. Here is Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman with the effort. Blocked off by Dani Carvajal. Really good block off. And then it'll come out for Atletico Madrid on the ball now. Here's Ademola Lookman. Lookman on it. There's a cross. Plays a 1-2. Now Marcus Llorente. Koke's made the move down the right side as Atletico Madrid are trying to find a way to break down this resolute Real Madrid defence. 1-2. Out there, that's Koke. Koke goes back. So with Johnny Cardoza in the midfield for Atletico Madrid. Now David Hansco. Hansco comes out to Matteo Ruggieri. Ruggieri on the ball for Atletico. Now Johnny Cardoza can force it out to the right side. It's Giuliano Simeone on the ball. Gives it to Marcus Llorente. Llorente's going to come inside. And now opportunity perhaps for Real Madrid to break forward with Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior tries to play it inside. He does. There is Fran Garcia. Now Brahim Diaz can play it back out to Fran Garcia on the left flank. Garcia on it. Back inside. Now Danny Carvajal. Carvajal on the ball. Here is Aurelien Tchouameni. Dinks it in behind. A shot goes across goal. And now it comes to Giuliano Simeone. He's able to wriggle out of a bit of trouble. A delivery goes in. And the goalkeeper is eventually able to collect it. So it was fiercely sent back across goal. John Musso was able to deal with it. So here is Atletico Madrid on the ball. So it'll be clipped out to the left side towards Ademola Lookman. Lookman receiving it. Brings it in onto his right foot. He's got Ruggieri full support out on the left flank. He will pull it back. There is Lookman. It's going to be the opening goal of the game. And it's Atletico Madrid who have taken the lead here. And it's Ademola Lookman, the January arrival, who is slotted home. And Alvaro Arbeloa side, as it stands, will remain 7 points adrift of Barcelona at the top of the La Liga table. But it's Ademola Lookman who has scored just his second ever La Liga goal here. The Nigerian slotting past Andre Lunin on what has largely been a positive performance from Real Madrid today. But they have conceded here in the 33rd minute. And it's the visitors, Diego Simeone's team, who have taken the 1-goal lead. Matteo Ruggieri pulling it back. I think it may have taken a nick off Giuliano Simeone. No, I'm not giving him enough credit. He's actually placed it into the feet of Ademola Lookman. He's got the assist, and Ademola Lookman has got the goal to give Atletico Madrid the lead. He goes over to hug Koke, and Atletico are a goal up here at the Bernabeu Stadium, here in the Madrid derby. And the man who only joined during the winter transfer window from Atalanta has scored his second La Liga goal. And it's a big, big moment in the game for Atletico Madrid, who can now go down the right side. They are caught, so I think Fran Garcia is caught. So here's Real Madrid on the ball. Now it's Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger goes out to the right side with Danny Carvajal. Carvajal plays it centrally into Brahim Diaz. So in terms of shots on target, Real Madrid have had 3 in the game, 2 on target so far for Atletico Madrid, who are in front. The early goal here. So Dean Howson on the ball. Dean Howson comes all the way back to Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger gives it to Howson. Howson to Fran Garcia. Fran Garcia into Aurelien Tchouameni. Tchouameni goes all the way back to Danny Carvajal. Now it's Federico Valverde who will force it forward. Valverde is caught, so it looks like it will be a free kick, and it's going to be a second yellow card of the game, and this time it goes in the direction of Atletico Madrid's number 3. Matteo Ruggieri just a little late with a tackle on Federico Valverde, just catching him on the top of the boot. So Matteo Ruggeri, another former Atalanta man, is noted down by Jose Luis Monera Montera. The ball goes down the right side. It will be delivered in, headed away. Now it's Aurelien Tchouameni who'll head it down for Arda Güler. Tchouameni will deliver it in towards the back post and booted away by Aurelien Tchouameni, who gets there ahead of Koke. It's going to be a corner for Los Blancos. So it will be delivered in by Real Madrid. So it comes out to the right side now. Lovely feet shown by the Turkish international. Arda Güler comes back into Valverde. Cut it back for Dani Carvajal. He'll float it in. Musso thought about coming, but eventually Simeone will head it away. Alvarez will bring it down. Alvarez will go back to Ruggeri. He'll send it down the left flank. Good touch, exquisite touch taken by Ademola Lookman. Griezmann can flick it in behind, but Andrea Lunin is out of goal, and he will just roll it to Aurelien Tchouameni. So it's Real Madrid with it. Here is Dani Carvajal. Carvajal will play it forward into Fran Garcia, but he loses it. And now an opportunity for Atletico to break forward. But as Ademola Lookman plays it into Julian Alvarez, he just slips as the ball came into him. And the ball goes out to the left side. Here is Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. on it, going down the left flank for Real Madrid, back to Fran Garcia. It'll be switched out to the right flank, and it'll be headed away. Now it's Arda Güler. Arda Güler on the ball. And it goes all the way back to Dean Howson. There's Dean Howson on the ball now. Targe buzzing around in the midfield for Real Madrid as it comes out to Federico Valverde. Valverde for Real Madrid can pull it back, but Ademola Lookman will get there, and now Atletico Madrid will try and break away with it. I'm sure there was a foul in there, but the referee will just give a goal kick. And the goal kick will be given. It was lovely by Giuliano Simeone just to flick it back to Ademola Lookman to open the scoring for his team. So ball goes over the top all the way forward. It'll be headed on, and now it's Real Madrid out to the left side to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. will try and take on Marcus Llorente. Robin Lillemand. He will boot it away. Dean Howson. We'll go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Andrea Lunin. And now it comes out to Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz will come all the way back to Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger to Dean Howson. Howson out to the right side. It's now with Thiago Pitage. Pitage up to the right side to Dani Carvajal. Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger out to the left side with Fran Garcia. Garcia will come back into Arda Güler. Arda Güler to Antonio Rudiger. Thiago Pitage. Sent away, and now Atletico Madrid will come forward down the left side. Antoine Griezmann gets there ahead of any Real Madrid man. Here is Griezmann. Griezmann will come all the way back to Koke. And It is going to be a throw for Real Madrid. Inside. And just foul given there. So there will be a free kick. Now it is Real Madrid with it. Now it's back to Dean Howson. Howson on the ball. Out to the left side. Here is Real Madrid now. Goes to the edge of the box. Johnny Cardozo will give it to Koke. Koke to Cardozo. Aurelian Tchouameni. Goes inside. Out to the right side to Dani Carvajal. Carvajal's delivery in. Headed in at goal. And it is wide of the goal. Aurelian Tchouameni heading it wide. A great opportunity. Found himself in a bit of space in front of the Atletico Madrid defenders. He has ended up heading wide of the goal, and he will be extremely frustrated. As the ball just came into him there. So Atletico Madrid are able to play out. So it'll be launched up. Goes all the way out to the left side. Now Real Madrid with it, with Federico Valverde. Valverde on the ball. Carry it forward. Now it comes to Dean Howson in a defensive position. Dean Howson with it. And Howson across to Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger will give it to Thiago Portage. Go back to Rudiger. Now Tchouameni. Tchouameni will carry it forward for Real Madrid. Now it's Arda Güler. Strong tackle going in by Antoine Griezmann. Atletico Madrid are able to clear, but only to Dean Howson. Dean Howson will give it to Aurelian Tchouameni. Now Tchouameni on it. It's going to be crossed in. And it is headed away. It's going to be another corner for Real Madrid, for them to put them under a little bit of pressure now. So delivery to come in by Arda Güler. It's going to be headed away by the former Barcelona man, Antoine Griezmann. Now it's out on the left side. Now it's Arda Güler. Arda Güler going off the left flank. Oh, he's made a mess of it, João Musso, but he'll be thankful to his defenders to be able to clear the ball away. But it's now Vinicius Junior. He's going to pull it back to Brahim Diaz. Diaz with his back to goal will just play it back to Fran Garcia. Now it's Aurelian Tchouameni. Tchouameni with the delivery in. It's going to be headed back across goal and headed away by David Hansco. Here is Marcus Llorente. Gives it to the right side. Llorente will boot it away. And it's going to be a throw for Real Madrid. And it's going to come out to the right flank. Here is Arda Güler trying to take on the Atletico team. Ademola Lookman and Matteo Ruggieri are able to make a good tackle. Atletico are going to break forward with Koke. Comes back to Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman out to the right side. Now it's on the right flank. Now it's Marcus Llorente. Marcus Llorente in a deeper position. He'll come back. Now it's Atletico Madrid with it. It's Koke across to Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann back inside now. All the way out. And then it'll come all the way back. We're into just 2 additional minutes at the end of this half. 2 added minutes have just been added on. As the ball will be sent forward, but now it ends up with Aurelian Tchouameni in the midfield for Real Madrid. He goes out to the left flank to Fran Garcia. Garcia will fire it across goal, and João Musso will collect it, but he Nearly made a pig's ear of an opportunity that he saved earlier on, so he let it spill out, but I think it was Marcus Llorente who was able to boot it out. His kick goes forward towards Simeone, but he seems to handle the ball. Oh, I think he comes off his shoulder. But the assistant referee straight away flagged. So let's just see that opportunity that we were talking about. It was Real Madrid on the right side. It was a shot at goal and one that was comfortable for Musso, and he spilt it. But Llorente was able to clear for Atletico. Now it is Real Madrid with it. It is number 7 out on that right flank for Atletico. Play it forward. Come all the way back to Llorente, who will boot it away. And now, opportunity perhaps for Atletico Madrid to break forward. Hits with Julian Alvarez in the final 20 seconds of the half now. Alvarez on the ball for Atletico. Comes out to Matteo Ruggeri. Ruggeri back to Antoine Griezmann. And the referee has seen enough. So 47 minutes played. It is Real Madrid 0. Atletico Madrid 1.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
Welcome back to the second half here of La Liga action here in the Madrid derby. We come into the second period here at the Bernabeu Stadium with Atletico Madrid leading by a goal-0 away against Real Madrid, and it was their January transfer window signing Ademola Lookman who slotted home to give Diego Simeone's team the lead in the contest. So we come into the second period with Atletico leading by a goal-0. Real Madrid currently 7 points adrift of Barcelona in the La Liga title race, whilst Atletico Madrid just a place below them in third place. These are two world-class sides, two sides who have made the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Real Madrid beating Manchester City 5-2, or 5-1 shall I say, on aggregate, whilst Atletico Madrid beat Tottenham Hotspur 7-5 on aggregate, which has meant that Atletico Madrid will meet Barcelona in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, whilst Real Madrid will line up against Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. So these are two world-class outfits going at it, and it was a thoroughly entertaining first half, and we are hoping for more of the same here in the second period, as we say, with Atletico Madrid leading by a goal-0 courtesy of Ademola Lookman scoring for Atletico. So we'll bring you up to date with the two teams at the start of this half. Win for Atletico Madrid would see them leapfrog Villarreal because they had fallen behind Villarreal in the league table. So Atletico keen to get back into third place. It does look like that top four of Barcelona, Real Madrid, Villarreal and Atletico Madrid is almost locked in for a top four position, as Villarreal are quite clearly ahead of Real Betis in fifth place, 14 points in fact between them. So in the first half, Real Madrid dominated the ball with 66% of it. They had 10 shots with 5 on target, whilst Atletico Madrid had 5 shots with 3 on target. So for Real Madrid, in goal for them, as Thibaut Courtois is out injured, Andre Lunin is in goal for them. The captain Dani Carvajal and Fran Garcia are the two fullbacks, Dean Howson and Antonio Rudiger in the centre of defence. Federico Valverde and Arda Güler are being deployed as two unconventional wingers. Thiago Pitage and Aurelien Tchouameni are in the midfield, whilst Brahim Diaz and Vinicius Jr. are leading the line for Real. For Atletico Madrid, in goal for them is Joan Musso. It's a back four of Marcos Llorente, David Hansco, Matteo Ruggeri, and the man that has just come on at half-time, Jose Maria Jimenez, who came on at half-time for Robin Lemond. Must be an injury-related issue, you'd have thought, for Lemond to come off. Whilst in the midfield four, you've got the captain Koke and Johnny Cardoza, with Giuliano Simeone and Ademola Lookman playing out wide, with Julian Alvarez and Antoine Griezmann leading the line for Atletico. So for Real Madrid, on their sub-bench, their sub-goalkeepers are Fran Gonzalez and Sergio Mestre. They're alongside Trent Alexander-Arnold, David Alaba, Alvaro Carreras, Diego Aguado, Eduardo Camavinga, Manuel Angel Moran, Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, Franco Mastantuono and Gonzalo Garcia. That's on the sub-bench for Atletico Madrid. Their sub-goalkeepers are Salvi Esquivel and Mario Di Luis. They are alongside Clement Longley, Nahal Molina, Julio Diaz, Alejandro Baena, Thiago Almada, Obed Vargas, Nico Gonzalez and Alexander Sorloth. So that one change for Atletico Madrid with Jimenez coming on. He did concede a penalty in that defeat during midweek against Tottenham Hotspur, as he was a little late in a tackle on Xavi Simons, which meant Xavi Simons could give Tottenham Hotspur the lead, which meant they won the game by 3-2. So here is Real Madrid on the right side. Got it now. Come all the way back to Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger on the ball. Play it forward. Now it's out on the right side. It's going to be pulled back across. There's a shout of a penalty, and the referee will point to the spot. And Real Madrid will have the opportunity from a dead ball situation to equalise in this game. João Musso can't believe it. He's arguing down there with Antonio Rudiger. And let's see it again. It's David Hansco committing himself to Brahim Diaz. Yeah, he just catches him. Diaz is down on the byline. Hansco tries to get a foot on the ball, but instead he stands on the foot of the Moroccan and invites him to go down. The Slovakian David Hansco steps up and wags his finger in the direction of the referee, Jose Luis Montero, but he's certainly not going to overturn that one. And it is going to be an opportunity from the spot for Real Madrid. We're going to have an opportunity here with Vinicius Junior lined up to take the penalty for Real Madrid. João Musso is going to try and put him off. It's Vinicius Junior. He steps up, he slots it down the other side, and Real Madrid are level. It's the 10th goal of the season for Vinicius Junior, who can wheel away in celebration. But here in the 52nd minute, it is Real Madrid 1, Atletico Madrid 1. And it's Vinicius Junior who finds the equaliser in this game. The standing goalkeeper, João Musso, goes the wrong way, goes to his left side. Vinicius just sends it back across him, and Vinicius Junior, the star man for Real Madrid in Kylian Mbappe's absence, has found his 10th La Liga goal of the season, and it's a big goal here in the Madrid derby as Real Madrid level against Diego Simeone's side. Ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper in all black, João Musso. He will send it out to the left side. It will be launched up in the air. It'll be headed on. Now it's back with Dani Carvajal. Carvajal goes out to the right side. There is Carvajal on the ball. It will be delivered back across. It's eventually going to be cleared away. And it's Atletico Madrid with Julian Alvarez with the tackle. And it will run out for what will be a Real Madrid throw on that far side. So it's back with Dean Howson now. Dean Howson will just give it into Arda Güler. There is Güler out to the left side with Fran Garcia. And Garcia will play it back. It's into a central position. Now it's out to the right side. Now it's out on the right flank for them. As it's going to come all the way back. And now it's back with Dani Carvajal, who will give it to Dean Howson. There's Dean Howson on the ball. We'll send it out to the left side for Aurelien Tchouameni to try and get to. Tries to take it past Marcos Llorente, but Llorente will get a touch in, and his toe will just knock it out of play, and it will go out for what will be a corner now, as they're making fantastic noise inside the stadium here. Really is making incredible noise at the moment. So we're waiting for a ball to be delivered in. It's all the way to the far post, headed by Antonio Rudiger. But Antonio Rudiger can only head wide of the goal. Vinicius Junior sending it to the left side of the goal, sending the goalkeeper Joan Musso to the other side. And some of the Atletico Madrid players were complaining, saying that they thought it clearly wasn't a penalty, but I mean, they just need to see it again on the screen that we've got in front of us here inside the Bernabeu Stadium, as we're 10 minutes into the second half now. Real Madrid will try and come forward out to the right side, come all the way back, and then it's going to be crossed in, and it's Real Madrid with a goal, and Real Madrid have scored, and it's Federico Valverde here in the 55th minute in what has been a remarkable turnaround for Alvaro Arbeloa's side here. And Valverde, who just a couple of weeks ago was the hero in a 3-0 win against Manchester City, well, it is him once again, Federico Valverde, with his 4th La Liga goal of the season. He celebrates in front of the Los Blancos crowd, but it's 2 goals within 3 minutes. Matteo Ruggieri with the mistake. Hansko was unable to clear it, and then it was Federico Valverde who just, with the outside of his boot, just smoothly put it past the goalkeeper Joan Musso, and now it is absolutely electric inside the Bernabeu Stadium. Federico Valverde runs off, kissing his badge, celebrating in front of that sea of white behind Joan Musso's goal. But it's a really big error by the left fullback, Matteo Ruggieri. Played a real loose ball, and Jimenez tried to clean it up, but Valverde was there. And there is now going to be a triple change for Diego Simeone's side, who are going to respond to falling behind. They, just a few minutes ago, were 1-0 up. So coming off for them is the legendary striker, the 35-year-old Antoine Griezmann, former Barcelona man. We're also going to see a man on the yellow card, the American Johnny Cardoza, and the man that opened the scoring in the game, Ademola Lookman, will make his way off the pitch for Atletico Madrid. So Diego Simeone not happy with how his side have responded in this second half, so he has made a triple change. So coming on for them, we will see Nahal Molina, the Argentine right fullback, who will be hoping to be in the plans of Lionel Scaloni this summer for the World Cup. Molina is on for Lookman, which means he will go and play at right fullback, and it will invite Marcos Llorente to play in a more forward position. Nico Gonzalez has come on, so he'll probably go and play out wide, which will allow Marcos Llorente to play in the centre of midfield. Nico Gonzalez, who is currently on loan from the Italian giants Juventus, another Argentine. And then it's a Norwegian striker who'll be most likely lining up with Erling Haaland this summer, Alexander Sorloth, who previously played his football here in Spain with Villarreal before signing in a 26.5 million deal. And Alexander Sorloth will now lead the line alongside Julian Alvarez, as Antoine Griezmann has been brought off. So that is providing Diego Simeone's side with a more direct option in terms of bringing on the big man, Alexander Sorloth. So here is Atletico on the ball. It's Jimenez. Goes to Julian Alvarez. Alvarez on the ball. It's all the way back. And it comes all the way back to David Hansko. Hansko will come out to the right side. Now it's Atletico Madrid. Molina, try and get there. To Fran Garcia, he does. Now delivery goes in, all the way to the far side. And we'll go out for a goal kick. It's poor delivery in, really. As the ball was delivered in, but it was a little undercut. And as I say, it just runs out for what will be a goal kick. Big celebrations from Alvaro Arbeloa as his side are in a deserved lead. They've had 6 shots on target compared to the 2 of Atletico Madrid, so they clearly have had more chances in this game. So here is Real Madrid with it. Goes out to the left side. Dean Helson will come all the way back into the goalkeeper. Nearly plays it into trouble, but eventually Dean Helson is able to clear it away for his side. Now it's out on that left flank with Atletico Madrid on the ball. It's Julian Alvarez looking around for his options. Alvarez cutting in now. He's going to send in a shot at goal, but in the end it is comfortable for the Ukrainian shot stopper Andrei Lunin to make the save. Alvarez just coming in onto his right foot. A decent strike at goal, but Lunin was able to get down low and get hold of the ball. So long ball goes up towards Vinicius. Atletico can win the header in the midfield, and then Koke will go all the way back to David Hansko. There is Hansko on it. Will play it inside. Atletico Madrid lose it, and now it's Federico Valverde. Valverde will give it to Vinicius Jr., who's going to run at David Hansko, and Hansko blocks him off, and he surely is going to go into the referee's notepad, and he is the next recipient of the wrath of Jose Luis Monera Montero, and it is David Hansko who goes in to the referee's notepad, joining Johnny Cardoza and Matteo Ruggeri in being penalised by the referee. And it's not going to get much easier for Atletico Madrid, because I regret to say, if you're listening from an Atletico point of view, coming on now is Kylian Mbappe, but he's not going to come on just before this free kick is delivered in. Arda Güler is stood over it for Real Madrid. He will deliver it in, and João Musso will collect it. Comfortable in the end for him. João Musso on the ball. Roll it out to David Hansko. Hansko on it. Lose it, and now it's Real Madrid coming forward. It's going to come all the way back to Arda Güler. Arda Güler will give it to Federico Valverde with the effort, but his effort goes straight into the hands of João Musso. Comfortable for him to collect. So here is Atletico Madrid out on the left side. It's going to be switched out to the right flank. There is Nahal Molina. Molina will carry it forward for his side, and he is grabbed down to the ground, and it's going to be a first yellow card actually from a Real Madrid point of view, and it's the 18-year-old who's come in to start. Thiago Petage is dragging Molina, and that is the first yellow card from a Real Madrid point of view. So it's going to be a double change. It's not only Kylian Mbappe is going to come on, also the former Liverpool Champions League winner Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to come onto the pitch. So we are going to see the youngster Thiago Petage make his way off. Another standing ovation for him, making his fourth start of the season. A fantastic performance by him. And also the captain Dani Carvajal, who came in to start today, is making his way off. So coming on is Kylian Mbappe, who has scored an incredible 23 goals in 23 starts this season, the former Paris Saint-Germain man. And also Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to come on, a man that signed this summer from Liverpool in a $9 million deal. It's a standing ovation for Dani Carvajal as he makes his way off the pitch. The Real Madrid supporters showing their appreciation of a legendary figure in Dani Carvajal, but he has been replaced here by Trent Alexander-Arnold, who will go and play at right fullback. And perhaps we'll see a change of shape from Real Madrid now with Mbappe coming on for the central midfielder Petage. I expect that we will see Mbappe, Diaz and Vinicius playing in a front three, whilst Valverde, Tchouaméni and Arda Güler will play as the midfield three, although easily could see Brahim Diaz playing in a central position. I'm just trying to work out what they've gone for here. Never easy to work out nowadays. Jude Bellingham is on the bench today for Real Madrid, warming up. He'll be hoping to impress Thomas Tuchel with the upcoming World Cup coming our way soon. It's David Hansko just head away for Atletico Madrid. It's out to the left side. Now they've got it. It's all the way back, and now it's with Atletico Madrid on it. Atletico Madrid will come out to the right flank. It's out to Giuliano Simeone. He plays it inside to Llorente. He crosses it in, headed by Dean Howson. It's still with Atletico. He can come back to the edge of the box. Strike it goal by Julian Alvarez, but he eventually sends it over the bar. So it just came to him on the edge of the box, but he does send it over the bar, and it's a disappointing end product by a man who is quite widely linked with a move to Barcelona. I don't think it'd be quite that simple for Atletico Madrid to sell him. So just under 78,000 packed inside the Bernabeu today. 77,994. Sandro Lunin just tries to send it out to the right side. It's a really poor pass, so it will go out for a throw for Atletico Madrid. As we go into the final 25 minutes now. So here is Atletico Madrid on it. Koke. Koke will give it to Julian Alvarez. Alvarez will send it out to the right side. It's going to be a cross in, and oh no, it's going to be a shot, and that is absolutely unbelievable. That is one of the goals of the season from Nahel Molina with an absolutely electric strike right into the top corner. I don't think the Atletico Madrid supporters inside the stadium can actually understand what they've just seen. Molina, who is their right fullback, has just thought, why not? He's 30 yards out and he slams it into the top corner, and we're back square in the game. It's Real Madrid 2, it's Atletico Madrid 2, and that is an absolutely unbelievable strike. Tremendous by the right fullback, slamming it into the top corner. Andrea Lunin was at full stretch to try and repel the effort, but Diego Simeone runs away celebrating down the touchline. He doesn't seem that surprised by it. Molina didn't seem that surprised by just his second La Liga goal, but the reaction of Giuliano Simeone, who was just next to him with his hands on his head, almost exasperated. That is such a good strike, and we are back level now. It's Real Madrid 2, Atletico Madrid 2. We are being treated to an absolute classic here at the Bernabeu. As Kylian Mbappe tries to come forward, but David Hansko will just step in front of him. Now it's Atletico with it, it's given away, and now Real Madrid can come forward. Here is Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe carrying it forward for Real Madrid. He is caught by an Atletico man, and the referee will bring it back, and Marcos Llorente is the man who goes in to the referee's notepad. So he is booked, Marcos Llorente, just holding on to the shirt of Kylian Mbappe. Can't really have any complaints there, can Llorente, who will miss the next game after that booking. 12 fouls committed in this game, Atletico Madrid, just the one for Real. Delivery goes into the far post, Llorente heads it, eventually it is booted away. It's going to go out for what will be a throw. Andrea Lunin will just play it to Fran Garcia. There's Fran Garcia on the ball. He'll just play it forward. It's Real Madrid on it. Comes inside, and now it can go all the way back out to the right flank. They can play it forward. That'll be switched out towards Vinicius Jr. Giuliano Simeone's doing a little bit of grafting down there. That's safe to say for Atletico Madrid. Not only heads the ball, but then keeps it in play. Can play it inside. And that was an opportunity for them to perhaps break forward. Now they're back with it. Now it is Atletico Madrid on it. They'll go back inside. Now Llorente gives it to Koke. Koke on the ball. Koke on it. We'll play it back across. Now it's Real Madrid with Koke. Koke will send it across. Now it's Real Madrid. We're chasing as Atletico Madrid are looking after it. And now it's Atletico with it. It's Molina. Molina will give it to Koke. Koke inside. Koke will go all the way back. It will come across. Now it's Alexander Sorloth. Heavy touch taken by him. And he gives it away as he tried to pass it into Giuliano Simeone. And there is going to be a substitution for Atletico Madrid, and it's the son of Diego, Giuliano Simeone. What a performance by him, got an assist for the opener. Really good performance by him, and he will be appreciated by those Atletico Madrid supporters. Brilliant performance. It's not just a case of nepotism that he's getting selected by his dad. He's good enough to play for this Atletico Madrid side. So coming on for him is a man that signed during the summer transfer window, Alejandro Baena. Baena, who joined from Villarreal in a 37 million deal. He's on for his 20th appearance, of which 6 of those have come off the bench. A Spaniard who will be hoping to break his way into Luis de la Fuente's side this summer in the upcoming World Cup. Baena's on for the final 20 minutes, but here is Trent Alexander-Arnold for Real Madrid. Comes out to the left side to Vinicius Junior. He's going to move the ball onto his right foot. Vinicius Junior, oh, what a goal by Vinicius Junior to give Real Madrid the lead in the game. His second, and it is an absolutely pulsating finish right into the far corner. Joan Musso was at full stretch, but Vinicius Junior can wheel away in celebration. The man that has been carrying the load for them during their injury crisis without the likes of Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe. But Vinicius Junior, as those players return, is carrying on his fantastic form. And here in the 72nd minute, it's Real Madrid 3, Atletico Madrid 2. And that is an unbelievable strike by Vinicius Junior. Right into the bottom corner. Musso was at full stretch. But once again, it feels like the roof has been lifted off the Bernabeu Stadium with the celebrations here. He turns around to the Real Madrid crowd as if to say, who else but me? And Vinicius Junior has now put Real Madrid 3-2 in front against Atletico Madrid now. Absolutely incredible. So the ball will go all the way back, and it's back with the goalkeeper. Musso will send it out to the left side. Touchdown. And Real Madrid are going to prepare a couple of substitutions, and Alvaro Arbeloa, in fact, is actually hugging a couple of his players down there. And it is going to be Arda Güler, the Turkish international. He's worked hard today. He will make his way off the pitch, as is the Moroccan, who has just been awarded the African Cup of Nations title just last week. So Brahim Diaz is off the pitch alongside Arda Güler. Coming on for them is the Englishman Jude Bellingham, who's hoping to break his way into the starting lineup of Thomas Tuchel. He's also hoping to lead Real Madrid on a La Liga charge. So Jude Bellingham is on, as is Eduardo Camavinga, former Rennes man, signed for Real Madrid in a 27 million deal, and he is on for the final 15 minutes or so here. So Jude Bellingham, who is only 22 years old, we have to remind ourselves of that. He has been out with a hamstring injury since the 2nd of February. He is on for his 19th appearance of the season, which this is just his 4th off the bench. Scored 4 goals and 3 assists this season as the man that previously played for Borussia Dortmund before Real Madrid paid the big bucks for him. 110 million they paid to bring him over to the Bernabeu. So a quarter of an hour left here. It's Real Madrid 3, Atletico Madrid 2. So ball goes inside with Jude Bellingham now. Bellingham will go all the way back. Bellingham will send it on long. There is Trent Alexander-Arnold who will try and come inside. It's going to be booted away. And it's Trent Alexander-Arnold who just booted it away for his team. Bellingham will pick it up and will throw it all the way back. So come all the way back to Andrea Lunin. Andrea Lunin on it. Now it will go out to the right side. We'll just run out. And it will be what will be a throw, I think, for Atletico Madrid as the ball is sent out. A little bit too much on it. It'll be a throw for Atletico Madrid. So let's go with it. Now Bellingham, the tackle. And it'll be a throw for Atletico Madrid outside on the left side. Diego Simeone stands on the edge of his touchline, stroking his chin. Now it's back inside. Here is Vinicius Junior. Tries to flick it on. And then he eventually... Oh! He's caught, an Atletico Madrid man, and caught by Federico Valverde, who's got a red card. And Valverde has been sent off. Let's see this again. It's just come out of nothing, really. Alvaro Arbeloa is speaking to the 4th official. He's not happy at all. But there's a Atletico Madrid man rolling around on the ground, and the man that picked up the armband from Dani Carvajal has got a red card. I don't know how that's a red card. I have no idea how that's a red card, actually. But Valverde is the man who has received the red card. He is complaining. He's kicked through the Atletico Madrid man, but there's no malice. It's not too physical. I really don't think Jose Luis Montero needs to give a red card there. Apparently VAR have checked it and they are happy. Brahim Diaz is stood up. He's seen it on the screen. He's absolutely fuming. Diego Simeone isn't happy with something either. Is the referee being sent to the screen? He's making his way over. Is he just going to book someone? Koke's not happy. The referee is actually calling over Alvaro Arbeloa, I believe it is. He's going to speak to the Real Madrid manager, Alvaro Arbeloa. He's telling him to calm down. And they're having a conversation down there. Unfortunately, I can't translate Spanish. So I think the referee's explained that Valverde's come from behind. So he's picked up a red card here. Almost looks like Diego Simeone actually doesn't agree that it's a red card, by the way. Kind of shrugged his shoulders in the direction of Valverde. And the Real Madrid captain, Federico Valverde, has been sent off here. And it will be a free kick for Atletico Madrid, who are playing against the 10 men now of Real Madrid. Before then, they'd only picked up the yellow card from Thiago Pietard. Federico Valverde, there's no malice in the tackle, there's no reckless nature. Yellow card's absolutely fine. I can see what the referee's saying, that he's chopped through him, but he hasn't gone studs up on him. There's no danger really in that tackle. I am pretty disappointed to see a red card given for that, and I think Jose Luis Montero had refereed the game really well up until then, but I do think that's a bit of an error as we tick into the final 10 minutes of this contest now. It's Atletico Madrid with it. Alina will go back to David Hansko. There is Hansko, who will play it on. Hansko will give it across to Jimenez. There's Jimenez to Marcos Llorente. Marcos Llorente will come all the way back. There is Llorente on the ball. He'll carry it forward for Atletico Madrid. Goes out to the right flank with Julian Alvarez. Now Alvarez back to Griezmann. Griezmann goes to deliver it in all the way to the far post. It's going to go all the way out to Atletico. Delivery comes in, headed away by Antonio Rudiger. He's back with Atletico. Here is Julian Alvarez. Alvarez will come back to Jimenez. Jimenez will give it out to Molina. His effort ends up going to Alvarez. Oh, that would have been incredible. He hits the post. It bounces back off the woodwork. But Julian Alvarez, looking for his 9th La Liga goal of the season, bounces off the inside of the woodwork. Andre Lunin was at full stretch there. He was certainly worried. What an excellent strike by Alvarez. Got so much pace and power in the effort, but it bounced back out. Still got 10 minutes remaining. It's Atletico on the ball. Goes out to Marcos Llorente. Llorente will try and play a 1-2 with Molina. Then Llorente will play it inside, and it bounces off Fran Garcia, and it will be a throw for Atletico Madrid. Llorente goes all the way back to Alvarez. Alvarez will give it to Baena. Now Koke. All the way back to David Hansko. Hansko to the left side. Atletico Madrid still with it. It's going to come to the right flank. Baena will bring it down exquisitely. All the Real Madrid players behind the ball now as they're defending with just 10 men on the pitch after Federico Valverde was sent off for them. It's Atletico on the ball. It's Koke. Koke's delivery goes in. Headed away by Antonio Rudiger, and he can head it on to Kylian Mbappe. Now Mbappe will come forward for Real Madrid, able to stretch his legs, running at the Atletico Madrid defence. Goes out to Camavinga. Camavinga to Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior on the left side of the box. Is he shoved down to the ground by Jimenez? He is. Vinicius Junior, by the way, has picked up the armband after Federico Valverde was sent off. A little soft for Vinicius to go down in truth, but I guess Jimenez did have a hand in his back, so he's kind of asking for it. What a strike that was by Alvarez. Absolutely incredible. Right off the inside of the post as it bounced back out. Will be a free kick here for Real Madrid, level with the 18-yard box. Trent Alexander-Arnold, left arm up in the air. Delivery goes in. Musso with the save. Musso is able to push it out. It's a decent effort by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Atletico Madrid are going to try and chase forward. And it's going to run out for what will be a Real Madrid throw. Oh, it wasn't far from going over that goal line. Musso actually kind of saved it whilst it was half over the goal line. 15 shots in the game Real Madrid have had. That's more than double than what Atletico have had. They've had 7 shots. So Fran Garcia is judged to have been fouled. I can't believe the red card was given for that tackle by Federico Valverde. I'm really, really shocked to see a red card in that incident. So it's going to be a free kick for Andre Lunin to take. Andre Lunin will launch it up in the air. It's going to go all the way forward. It's going to be headed on. Headed on there and behind. Now comes to Eduardo Camavinga, who's getting his first touches, but he hooks it to the left side, and Ruggieri will just go back to his goalkeeper. Joan Musso, he will launch it up in the air. Then Dean Howson, it's an awkward header back to Andre Lunin. He's been chased by Alvarez, but Lunin goes down, gets there just ahead of the Atletico man as we're into the final 5 minutes now. Here is Real Madrid on it. Goes back to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham all the way back to the goalkeeper, Andre Lunin. And now Real Madrid can send it down the left side. Marcos Llorente will just chest it away for his side. Here is Atletico Madrid. It's David Hansko. Hansko will carry it forward. Hansko on the ball. It's out to the left flank. Atletico Madrid. Now it's back with Jose Maria Jimenez. There is Jimenez to Marcos Llorente. Marcos Llorente, cross is pulled in. Dean Howson will just block it off for his team. Marcos Llorente, who has been in and around the team today, a former Real Madrid player, of course, Llorente. By me saying he's in and around, he's just played everywhere. He's played at right full-back, right midfield, and in the centre midfield, which is where he's currently being deployed. He did previously, as I say, play for Real Madrid here, before he made the 27 million move across to Atletico. As we are going to see a substitution for Real Madrid, and it's Vinicius Junior who's going to make his way off, which means we'll see a fourth captain of the game now. Started with Dani Carvajal, who then passed it on to Federico Valverde, who was then sent off, so he passed it on to Vinicius Junior, and now he passes it on to Andre Lunin. And it's a brace today from Vinicius Junior, and it's a fantastic performance from the Real Madrid attacker, who gets a standing ovation. He surely is the man of the match today, and coming on for him is a defensive change because they bring on Alvaro Carreras, the previous Manchester United defender who made the move to Benfica before joining Real Madrid for 44 million this summer. And Alvaro Carreras now is on at left fullback for Real Madrid. So he was previously at Manchester United but never made a start for the first team. They sent him out on loan to the Championship in England to play for a side called Preston North End. Now Carreras, just a few years later, playing here in the Madrid derby. Here is Andre Lunin on the ball. Andre Lunin will just pick it up for his team. He's now got the armband. Remember, he's only got 8 seconds on the ball, so he's got to be careful. As Lunin will now send a long ball up. Goes all the way up. Now it's back across. It's going to be headed away. Now it's Atletico Madrid on the ball. Now it's back, and now it's Atletico Madrid. Koke, who can send it out to the left side. Now out on the right flank, Mbappe will try and take on David Hansko. Hansko will get there just ahead of him, and Hansko will slide it out of play, and it will be a throw. Diego Simeone watches on. He will be desperate for his Atletico Madrid side to find a goal from somewhere, but at the moment they are struggling to find one. It's a throw out on the right side for Trent Alexander-Arnold to take. Trent Alexander-Arnold will take the throw for Real Madrid. They've had 10 shots on target today, have Madrid. Atletico have had 5 on target. It just feels as of late, Real Madrid have really kicked into another gear. It's a gear up to the end of the season. They are currently, as it stands, 4 points short of Hansi Flick's Barcelona in the Laliga title race. Barcelona won by a 0-0 earlier against Rayo Vallecano, as the fullback Ronald Orejo, their captain, scored the solitary goal of that contest. But we're in the final minute now of normal time. Still pressing for a goal, or Atletico Madrid, but Real Madrid can counter-attack. Ball goes over behind the Atletico defence, and now it's Kylian Mbappe who will get there. Now Mbappe on the right side will come inside. He is caught. Ball goes back to Joan Musso in his all-black goalkeeper kit. Musso gives it to Molina, who scored that incredible second goal. He then just sends it in behind. We'll run through to the goalkeeper to pick up Andrea Lunin. And he'll pick it up for his side. So now ball goes over the top. He's going to go all the way forward. Fran Garcia will try and get there. And it's a touch that will run through, and Joan Musso will go and collect. We're into 6 additional minutes in this game. Real Madrid 3, Atletico Madrid 2. It's been a fantastic game of football. So much action to tell you about. So, ball comes back to David Hansko. Hansko on the ball. Goes out to the left side. It's back to Hansko. He'll give it out to the right side with Koke. Koke on the ball. Koke will play it out to the left flank. Here is Atletico Madrid. Here is Baena. Baena cuts in. Will go out to the right side to Molina. Molina will deliver it in. Sorloth will head it away. Now it's comes to Koke on the edge of the box. Sets it up for Alvarez. Alvarez with the strike at goal. And Howson with the block for Real Madrid. Brilliant defending by Dean Howson. It is now going to be a corner though for Atletico Madrid. So they might go short. Remember, Real Madrid have only got 10 men on the pitch, courtesy of Federico Valverde being sent off for them. Here is Julian Alvarez. He will give it to Marcus Llorente. Atletico Madrid inside the box. Cross goes in, blocked off by Eduardo Camavinga. Oh, it's Atletico Madrid on the ball. Goes to the left side to David Hansko. Hansko out to Koke. Koke on the ball. It's going to be a left-footed cross in all the way towards the far side, and it's headed by Sorloth, but it's well saved by Andrea Lunin. A really good stop down to his right side. And that is good goalkeeping by Andrea Lunin. Diving to his right side and made a really good stop. So it's Atletico Madrid on it. Able to turn. Comes into the midfield. Goes out to the right side now. Through Koke. Koke in the midfield. Go out to the left flank. They're on it, or Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid can just clip it over the top. That will be headed away. And it's back with out to the left side. Delivery to come in. Vinicius Jr. once again will block it off for his team on that occasion. Still making incredible noise down there with the Real Madrid supporters. Now it goes in. They're on the edge of the box at Atletico Madrid, but eventually will be cleared away by Jude Bellingham. Sent towards Kylian Mbappe. But Molina will get there ahead of him, and Molina will just go inside. Now it's Atletico Madrid with it. Out to the right side to Marcus Llorente. Marcus Llorente will give it to Molina. Molina out to the left flank. Matteo Ruggeri gives it to Koke. Koke to Johnny Cardoza. Now back with Koke. It's Ruggeri who will cross it in all the way to the far post. Sorloth ends up going down, but I think he's fouled by... He's caught by one of his own players. He's remaining down on the ground, perhaps in the hope that there will be a VAR check, but I don't think he realises it was one of his own players who caught him. We're into the final 2 minutes now. It's Atletico Madrid. It's going to come out to Alvarez, tries his luck from 30 yards out, sends it over the bar. And perhaps it won't be enough for Atletico Madrid tonight. They were in the lead going into the half-time break, but it was 2 quick-fire goals within 3 minutes which put Real Madrid back in front before an incredible strike by the substitute Nahal Molina with just an incredible strike. But then it was Real Madrid who raced back into a 3-2 lead courtesy of Vinicius Jr. with an incredible strike of his own, and then Federico Valverde was sent off for Real Madrid. So Bellingham's header goes on, finds Chouameni. Final minute of additional time now. Dean Howson just boots it away for Real Madrid. It's last chance saloon for now from Atletico Madrid in the 96th minute. Marcos Llorente will quickly make his way across, throws it back to Molina. Molina's delivery in is poor. Going to come out to Alvarez. It was only half cleared by Howson. Now it's Atletico still with it. It's going to be a strike at goal, and Lunin watches it into his hands as the Real Madrid captain Andre Lunin, who gracefully is able to stop it. Alejandro Baena's strike, which was moving, which made it awkward for Andre Lunin, but he was able to clutch it to his chest as it went into his hands, and now he will go long up towards Bellingham. Heavy touch taken by him, and the referee has seen enough. 96 minutes played, and Real Madrid are going to win a 3-2 victory. They will pull the gap to Barcelona back to just 4 points, but for Atletico Madrid, they just couldn't do enough here. But Real Madrid run away, deserved winners. It finishes here. Real Madrid 3, Atletico Madrid 2.